Welcome to the 22nd edition of the Haspengouw Rally, the opening round of the 2019 Jobfixers Belgian Rally Championship. We are in Landen at the almost far east of Belgium, and this is reigning Belgian Rally champion Chris Prinsen, and he has a new car. He's one of 3 Belgian drivers using the Volkswagen Polo R5 this season. This one comes from the workshop of Bernard Munster, the BMA structure. And Prinsen has already won the Haspengouw Rally 4 times, and he would love to make it a 5th time this year, equaling the record of Peter Tune and Patrick Snares. This was Prinsen's adversary last year, Vincent Verschuren. He stuck with his Skoda Fabia R5. And Verschuren has to give some seconds to Prinsen in the opening stages. Adrian Furnemore, last year's winner of the Spa Rally. He too with his Skoda Fabia. Trying to keep up with Prinsen and Verschuren like he did last year. And here's Patrick Snares, multiple Belgian Rally champion. And he has another go at the R5 category here in Landen. One of the talented Belgian rally drivers, Sebastian Bederet, with the support of Skoda Belgium. He's at the start with the Fabia R5. Together with co-driver Thomas Walbrecht. He'd love to win his first rally this year. Sebastian Bederet trying to keep up with the more experienced drivers. And here's Cedric Charin, the third of the VW Polos. This one is not coming from BMA, but still it's pretty quick. Charin's in the top 3 at the start of the rally. Ghislain Demavius with the Citroën C3 of the RACB national team. Unfortunately, in stage 2, the drive shaft of the car failed and he had to retire the car. Gunther Mullins with a false start here. This is the former Skoda of Vincent Verschuren last year's car. And Mullins still lacks a bit of experience with the car, but still he is in the top 8 after the opening loop. And here's Grégoire Munster leading the Pirelli Junior Belgian Rally Championship.
Grégoire Munster, om te beginnen, proficiat.
Grégoire Munster, congratulations, you're a Works Opel driver now. Yeah, thank you. And now you're in the Pirelli GBRC. That's a completely different. How's it going? Oh, very good. We've done 4 stages here. We've lost some time in stage 2 when we were stuck behind a slow driving car, but for the rest everything's going well. Not so for Tobias Bruls though. He rolls his Peugeot in a spectacular fashion here. Fortunately for Bruls and his co-driver, they get out unscathed, but not the same could be said for the car. In the historic round as well in the Haspengouw Rally. This is Nick Tora with his Ford Sierra. He's in 2nd overall, and leading the historic category is Gino Kenis with this lovely BMW. At the front, trouble for Patrick Snares. He misses a braking point and has to retire.
Op de tweede vertrekken we een heel
And the stage we start is a long straight. I think we were going flat out. And then I brake, and maybe I've braked just a bit too late, 10 meters or so, but the car kept sliding and we hit the side of the road and we're stuck, and there was some damage as well. I think the drive shaft was gone as well, so we could not continue. It was a very short rally for us. That means there's 1 Polo gone. There's plenty of R5 cars left, like the one from Niels Rainwood. He's in the top 10 after the opening loop of 4 stages.
Niels, eerste proeven met de R5, hoe is het gegaan?
His first stages with the R5 car, how's it going? We have a good feeling with the car. We didn't take any risks. I haven't seen any time, so but people told me that it was pretty well. So, but apart from the 3rd stage, I thought we had a problem, but apparently it was all fine. But we're going to continue. Jonas Langenhagens with the Formula A8 Mitsubishi, fighting a local battle with Matthias Bohn in the Subaru Impreza. BRC 1 category, that is. They're 8th and 9th respectively overall. Gunther Mullins with his Skoda, he's in 7th.
Skoda R5.
Yes, the Skoda R5. The car feels good, it's a very reliable car. But we have to learn a lot. We have to try to master the car, and that's exactly what we're doing here. In front of Mullins was Bastien Roy with his Skoda. He's in 6th overall, some 53 seconds behind the leader. And here's the second of the Demivius brothers, Guillain. He's in 5th overall with his Skoda Fabia. Guillain, oh, how's it going until now? Well, not too bad. Maybe a bit too cautious sometimes, but the car is feeling well. Have to change a bit the setup and see if we can speed up. What's the goal then? I think the 3 drivers in the podium positions are a bit too quick for us, but we'll try to improve and maybe take 4th. In 4th position at the moment, Sébastien Béderet. He made a small mistake or two, and he lost some precious times in the opening loop. And that means that the Skoda youngster is now in 4th, some 34 seconds behind after the opening 4 stages.
On est parti sur un meilleur rythme.
We had a better rhythm than last year, but unfortunately we made 2-3 mistakes that cost us some time. I think we lost some 15 seconds, and we tried to keep focus and get better times. Adrian Fernimont, he's no longer in the rally, he had to retire.
Adrien Fernimont, qu'est-ce qui s'est passé?
Adrien Fernimont, what happened exactly? That was a mechanical problem, and the braking point at the central drive shaft broke. It's a part that normally still had to 600-700 kilometers to go, so it's frustrating to have to retire 2 times in a row on a mechanical problem. And here's the leading Skoda driver, Vincent Verschuren, trying to keep up with the Polos at the front. At the moment, Verschuren is in 3rd, just under 11 seconds behind the leader.
Het was toch een beetje zoeken als het zo lang geleden is.
Yeah, we had to look for some reference points because it's been a while. Still, we're pretty close to the Polos. I didn't expect that, and we'll try to improve. In 2nd, Cedric Charin, some 7 seconds behind the leader in his first rally with the VW Polo. Good start for Charin.
On est deuxième à 7 secondes de Chris, donc.
We're 2nd, 7 seconds from Chris. So I don't think we can be unhappy. Still, I want to win, of course. That's the main goal for this rally. We'll see. I think at the end of the 2nd loop, we will see if we have a chance to be able to win this. And leading the rally after setting 3 scratches on 4 stages, Chris Prinsen in the BMA VW Polo. Chris Prinsen driving with Peter Kaspers as a co-driver. Both know the stages very well.
Waarin zit het verschil tussen de Polo en de Skoda?
What's the difference between the Polo and the Skoda, you think? What's the detail? I think it's a bit early to get into details, but I've only done 4 stages with it. But I think the front of the car is a bit more precise, and maybe a little bit more torque at low revs, and it feels more like a rally car. It has a better sound. These are the standings after the first loop. Prinsen leading from Charin, then Verschuren, Béderet in 4th, and Guillain Mevius in 5th. Second loop then, the junior rankings. Glenn Snard with his little Peugeot is in 3rd. And he's behind Valentin Vertongen in the small Ford. Only 9 seconds apart, but dominating the Pirelli Junior rankings is Gregoire Munster. He almost has 2 minutes in hand after 8 stages. A great round again from the youngster. The AM Cup, Frankie Bula, reigning champion, loves to start the season with a win, but for the moment he's only in second because it's Patrick Deals dominating the event after the early retirement of Mats van den Brandt. As you've seen in this report, there's some lovely drone footage here, and we could offer your event as well. Just contact us at filmit.be, that is film-it.be. There's news at the shop from Blackleader. Now you can get the official Jobfixers BRC merchandising, and you could even win a co-drive in the Condros Rally. Back to the Haspengouw Rally. Niels Reinvoet after 8 stages. Still inside the top 10. Making progress in learning the R5 car. His first rally with the Skoda Fabia.
Het is heel aanpassing met de R5.
It have to adapt a lot to the R5 car. But I think we had a good rhythm for the moment. We don't have to take too big a step at a time. We just have to finish this rally and try to make progress bit by bit, but we don't have to take it too fast.
Ik denk dat we op schema zitten op dat vlak.
I think we're on schedule right now. Jonas Langenakens still fighting to be the first RC1 car with his Mitsubishi. He's in 9th overall for the moment. But he's also 31 seconds behind this man, Matthias Boon, in the Subaru Impreza.
Matthias Boon, het loopt wel lekker, heb ik de indruk tot nu toe.
Matthias Boon, it's going well. Yeah, absolutely. It's been a while since we took a national event with our car. So we're here, we're having fun. The first loop was a bit searching for the rhythm, but I think we found it. We're not too bad with our old car. Roy in the Skoda Fabia, trying to get inside the top 5. He's 7th for the moment. As you can see, very slippery on the cobblestones. Gunther Mollens making progress with co-driver Chris de Biza. De Biza, driver himself, but he knows how to appreciate the R5.
Chris, niet in een Porsche en niet aan het stuur.
Chris not in a Porsche, not even driving. No, exactly. It's a completely different experience for me. But the R5 has a better braking, better road holding. It's always a pleasure to be in the R5 car, especially next to Gunther Mollens. Timivius, his aim was to get inside the top 4. He's 5th for the moment. And Vincent Verschuren had some bad luck. He tried to keep up with the 2 leading Polos, but after a puncture he lost some 30 seconds and he dropped to 4th. He still has a chance on a podium finish though.
Maar ja, de laatste proef hebben we lek gereden.
Yeah, last stage we had a puncture. I think we lost between 35-40 seconds.
Ja, de setup van de wagen was iets aangepast.
The setup of the car was a bit modified and I felt better at the wheel of the car. So we were closer to the top times, but that's the way it is. We can still finish on the podium and that's what we'll try to do. And there's some solar panels on the roof of the Verschuren Skoda.
Robert Baas, we zien zonnepanelen op het...
Robert Mars, we see solar panels on the roof of your car. What's the aim for this? As more and more cars will be equipped with solar panels on the roof, because hybrid cars, electrical cars, first of all to get cool the air conditionings of the car, and then after that to get a better power usage for the cars. We've been working at this project for a couple of years now. We're testing for 3 years. And when could we see this on the market? I think about 2021. Sebastian Bedre after Verschuren's puncture, he's in third now. So the Skoda youngster now has to fight against the former Belgian champion. And for the moment he has some 3 seconds in hand.
Voilà, avec les erreurs qu'on a fait un peu ce matin, c'est un peu inattendu.
I think the mistakes we've made this morning is a bit surprising that we're on a podium position for the moment. Let's try to keep there. Surprised with the times of Chris Prinson. Yeah, exactly. He's a bit experienced and he's very quick. We still have to improve ourselves, so let's see if we can get there. Cedric Chorin tried to keep up with Chris Prinson as well. But he made a small mistake here, and that could have finished a lot worse. Sebastian Bedre following close behind, gets on the brakes through the dust. And Chorin cars on the right.
Quand on fait une sortie comme on en a fait une,
when we make a mistake like we did ours, the car could end up anywhere. So we have to stress that the people have to be in secure places, because when you look at the footage, it's very scary. And that means that Chris Prinson has an advantage of almost half a minute now, with only 4 stages to go. He was quickest in 3 of the 4 stages in the second loop as well. Prinson in his first rally with the new VW Polo.
We proberen snel te gaan, maar toch niet.
We try to keep up the speed, but we don't want to take any risk. But sometimes it's a very thin line. Is the Polo surprising you? Yeah, the car is running fairly well. We had 2 testing days, and we reaped the benefits of those. We have a good setup. I'm feeling very well and comfortable at the wheel. These are the standings after 2 loops of 4 stages, after 8 stages. Then Prinson leading from Chorin, then Bedre, Verschuren in 4th now, and De Mevius in 5th. Final loop of 4 stages then. And in the junior category, Thibaut Mazouin manages to overtake Glenn Snart to take 2nd in the Pirelli Junior BRC. But this is the emphatic winner, Grégoire Munster.
Eerste wedstrijd van het seizoen en direct een overwinning.
First rally of the season and a win immediately, and couldn't start any better. No, exactly, a perfect start to the season for us. We had to adapt to the R2 again, but everything went well. We had plenty of scratch times, so it's a perfect weekend for us. So a good start for Grégoire Munster and co-driver Louis Luca. In the AM Cup, Patrick Deals managed to hold on to the lead, taking a well-deserved win. And overall, Niels Rijnvoet had a good start to the season, and he finished in 9th with his Skoda Fabia. Plenty of experience at the R5 now after a first full rally. Rounding off the top 10 is this Christophe Verstaan, best of the Ford R5s. And Gunther Mullens, excellent first rally with the R5, finishes in 6th. And here Vincent Verschuren, who tried to save his rally by finishing on the podium, but he had another puncture, dropped to 7th, but in the final stage he still manages to climb back to 5th. But maybe not the result he wanted from this opening rally.
Het was een beetje uitkijken wat de polo ging presteren.
Yeah, we had to look out for what the polo would do. I think we were pretty close to the VWs, but we were unlucky with 2 punctures. So it's a new generation of cars, those polos, and the new Citroen is very strong as well. So the Skoda is still strong and reliable, but I just think it's a bit of a former generation car at the moment. Still, Skoda is coming with a new car as well soon, so we'll see. Through the second puncture of Verschuren, that means that Demevius climbs a spot as well, and he finishes in 4th position. And a podium finish for the youngster, Sebastian Bederet. Made some mistakes early on, but he drove a perfect rally in the 2nd and 3rd loop, and together with co-driver Thomas Walbrecht, he takes his first podium finish of the season. So a good start of the season for the Skoda Belgium driver.
Très content, c'est toujours bien de commencer la saison par un
Yeah,
podium,
very
donc,
happy. It's
on est
always
vraiment
good to start a
satisfait
season with a podium
on va
finish.
essayer de continuer la
So we're
saison,
pretty satisfied with that. We try to continue like this. That would be
Je
nice.
pense qu'on a encore pas mal de travail à faire.
I think we still have a lot of work to
C'est
do.
notre deuxième saison en R5, donc bien
It's
sûr, on
only
doit
our
progresser.
2nd season in the R5, so we can still make some progress.
On va continuer à
So
travailler dans ce sens-là.
we'll still have to work very hard. Cedric Charin, after his scare in the 2nd loop, was a bit too far behind Chris Prinsen, but he was able to continue and took a well-deserved 2nd place. But this man dominated the 22nd edition of the Haspengouw Rally. Chris Prinsen with co-driver Peter Kaspers took their 5th win here in London and started the 2019 Jobfixers Belgian Rally Championship in the best way possible with a win. And getting back in the service park, congratulations are in order.
Eigenlijk van de eerste meter voelde ik me goed in de auto.
From the first meter, I felt the car very well. So
we hebben eigenlijk kunnen attackeren wanneer we
so we're here.
wilden.
We had to
accelereren wanneer we
could
wilden.
control the rally when we wanted to.
Top.
So very good. And these are the final results of the Haspengouw Rally. Prinsen wins it from Charin, Bederet in 3rd, then Guilain de Mevius and Vincent Verschuren in 5th. That gives these standings, these first standings in the Jobfixers Belgian Rally Championship. Prinsen leading from Charin, Bederet, and then equal in 4th, Guilain de Mevius, Grégoire Munster and Patrick Deals. Champagne for Chris Prinsen and Peter Kaspers. Next round of the Jobfixers Belgian Rally Championship, the Spa Rally.